It's been another massive week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This week we've seen many developers releasing their roadmaps for their new aircraft in 2022. We've got that covered, plus all the latest announcements, releases, and this week's development news. Let's jump straight into the video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. In this video is where we take a look at all the Flight Sim news and developments in one weekly video. Before we jump into this week's video, 74% of all viewers that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed. So if that's one of you, and I'm looking right at you, please hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated, and hit the notification bell. That way you know when our next video goes live. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, and the first one goes to the team at Iris Simulations. This week they have announced they are developing the F-22 Raptor. This is the third aircraft from the developer for the new sim. The first one was the Jabiru and the Tortor, which was released not so long ago. Now the team is moving their attention over to an advanced fighter. Originally announced in their development roadmap a little while ago, they were developing the PC-9 and the PC-24, but there was no mention of a Raptor. Iris Simulations mentioned we should see the F-22 very soon in our sims, before the end of the month, matter of fact. No detail on price at this stage, but sure, we'll keep you posted as soon as it's released. The next preview for the week goes to the team over at Just Flight. This week they provided an update for the Fokker F-28. Originally we heard about this in August last year, but not much since then. It's great to see that the team have been still working hard with the development of the Fokker, and they mentioned that the works on the model, the textures, and the animation deliveries are basically complete. The team are now working on all the flight dynamics for all four variants, which they are planning to bring to the sim in one big package. Just Flight mentioned the F-28 Fokker will be released later this year, but they haven't had a solid date just yet, so we'll keep an eye on how the development's going with the F-28. SimWorks Studios announced this week they are developing the Pilatus PC-12. After a successful release with the Kodiak 100 early in January, the team have struck a deal with Pilatus to bring the PC-12 to the sim. SimWorks plans to bring the PC-12 out to the same level of standard we saw with the Kodiak, and we should expect to see this released in mid-2022. The team did update us on the Vans RV14. They mentioned that they are placing the final touches on the Vans, and we should expect to see it in February for a release. The RV10 will be released later this year, followed by the other RVs in 2023. Aeroplane Heaven also announced this week they are developing another iconic aircraft for the sim, this time announcing the Avro Lancaster BMK-1. Just after releasing the Grumman last week, the team are pushing forward with a more detailed Lancaster. The Lancaster is not new to Aeroplane Heaven, after the team have released it in packages before, such as FSX and P3D or Prepared. No details on the release date other than the announcement they are developing, but of course we'll keep an eye on the ongoing developments for the Lancaster. In another update for the week, it was from PMDG. They did what PMDG does always well, which is shared an update on the 737 development that didn't really say much at all. It's okay, they don't watch the videos. There was no real detail shared, except the team did mention that the EGPWS is now working. PMDG did mention that they are moving to the next task, which is to integrate navigation charts into the aircraft, which has happened to be one of the last tasks. One new screenshot showcased by the team. There is no ETA on the 737 when we'll see it in our sims, but we originally did hope for a pre-Christmas launch, or was teased by the team that we would see it before Christmas. That's all fallen beside the wayside. So hopefully we'll see this awesome aircraft soon. Moving on to this week's releases, and the first one goes to the team over at Burning Blue Designs. This week they released Martha's Vineyard Airport, one of the hotspots for the rich and famous, and thousands of visitors that go to visit the pristine beaches of the island. The airport sees many GA flights and some of the small commercial and cargo flights as well. Features included in this package is over 100 custom 3D objects throughout using in the airport with PBR, 10,000 stock assets placed around, assortment of ground vehicles, airport workers, and all scattered around. Ground textures and the surrounding area have been colored corrected as well. There's full night lighting through the airport. You can pick up your copy of Burning Blue Designs Martha's Vineyard Airport directly from the Burning Blues website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Papercraft Aero Designs this week released the Gazelle 2. The Gazelle is a lightweight kit-built aircraft featuring a Rotax 75 horsepower engine. The developers did not include any feature list or any details about the aircraft systems. The only detail we got to see on this product is some screenshots over at the Sim Marketplace. Speaking of Sim Marketplace, you can pick up your copy of the Gazelle from Papercraft Aero Designs directly from the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's development news, and the Microsoft team has opened up for questions for the next development Q&A, which is now scheduled for January 26th. Here we should get an in-depth discussion on the Australian World Update, and also that we'll see releasing around about the same time, and also a future glimpse on the next World and Sim Update. If you want to submit your questions for the development Q&A, I'll leave a link in the description where you can do that. You never know, you might get lucky. You might hear your question asked. The team also announced that the next SDK Q&A, which will follow suit, and that will be on February the 9th. Also, this week we have been treated with a first feedback snapshot for 2022. Here's some of the top items I thought that was important that have been started, and we expect to see them in release in 2022. Helicopters has started and expected release in Q4 2022. Multiplayer screens work has started. We'll see a 22 release. Replay function will be implemented to a full release 2022. Scenery gateway system is still on schedule for a 2022 release. Update Traffic AI for a 22 release. Gliders, sales planes are scheduled for half 2 release in 2022, and seasons have started and they are still on track for some time in 2022. Thermals and updrafts have been started, but we wouldn't expect to see them until a half 2 when we'll see the gliders and sail planes, because they seem to go together. Of course, this has been the first feedback snapshot we have seen for 2022, so of course we're going to be following them throughout the whole year and seeing what features will be coming and start developing for the sim. Moving on to this week's third-party updates, we have seen 6 new airports and no new aircraft, which that's incorrect. We saw the Gazelle. 6 new scenery packages and 1 mission pack are being released in various stores around the globe. On the marketplace, we have seen 52 new products, a whopping 24 on PC and 28 on Xbox. At the time of this recording of the video, the marketplace had not been updated in the sim, but we are expecting to see new aircraft releases, including the very sought-after Cessna Skymaster from Carinado, the PC-12 and the Yak 9 from Demons. The Skymaster and the PC-12 are only to be available on PC. The rest of the releases in the marketplace are airports and night lighting enhancements. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much. You guys are a bunch of legends. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. And if you're one of the 74% of viewers that do watch these videos but aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. It would really help us out. We also stream every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 PM GMT plus 10. If you want to join in the multiplayer shenanigans for a large group, please make sure you check us out. Also, we're going to leave you with one of our other flight sim videos here. Please check that one out, and we'll see you over there.